Hey guys, this video is gonna change your life. Well, let's get to the video. So, if you don't know, Garry's Mod is my favorite game of all time. If you didn't know, I actually mentioned this I think the third time, which is my fourth now. But anyways, yeah, I like Garry's Mod, it's my favorite game, but there are some questionable things about it. Like where in each map there's like a little secret room you can go to and nothing else. It's just as a little toy in a room. Yeah. Which is kind of weird. Why would they add an extra room? Honestly, I have no idea why. But I'm gonna go tell you this, that Garry's Mod, yeah, I know, Garry's Mod, the game, GMOD, where Gary Newman made. If you don't know what that, if you don't, oh, hold on. Before I start talking everything else, if you don't know what Garry's Mod is, I'll explain. So Garry's Mod is a sandbox multiplayer game where you can do basically whatever that comes to your mind. You can build designs, you can, I don't know. Basically in Garry's Mod you can do anything, and I mean anything. So yeah. Well, there are some questionable things about it where, like, for example, like where hackers start showing up since when Garry's Mod started showing up in 2009. Because if you don't know, when Garry's Mod first came out, there was a bunch of hackers, but not just hackers. Also, there's a bunch of like creepy and distorted images and stuff, and then yeah. But this theory, yeah, it's a theory. If you couldn't read the name of the video, so yeah, I know you're probably thinking, what is your theory going to be about? Let me explain. Because if you don't know, when you first start Garry's Mod, you just you have an option to pick what map you can pick, and then if you pick that map, you spawn into that map. But the thing is, with Garry's Mod, is that there's no objective, because in Garry's Mod, there's like no goal or objective. That means you don't have to like for example, like for example, um FNAF. Yeah, you know the FNAF one game. Yeah. Well, the point of the FNAF game is to where you have to survive 5 nights. But in Garry's Mod, there's no objective. You don't need to follow any objectives. It's just like because games usually have like a role or something, or like an objective you need to do. But with Garry's Mod, you don't need to do that. But yeah, but yeah. Now you're probably thinking, wait, if Garry's Mod doesn't have objective, and also why is it super popular? Like, I mean, if there's no objective, what's the point of if there's no objective or to do anything? Well, here's the thing. Even though Gears 1 doesn't have objective, it's still a fun game because if you want to do something, you can do it. Because like in other games where you have to you have like in other games, like for example FNAF, like if you don't want to do it, you have to do it because this is how other games work. But in Garry's Mod, but you just do whatever your desires. But another thing, if you can do anything you want, who are you playing as? That's the really tricky part. The thing is that the thing when you start Garry's Mod, you always spawn as, and I mean always spawn as this sciencey nerds dude. But the thing is, he can change to whoever he wants. So we know whoever we're playing as can, turn to whoever and whenever. And not just that, he also has the ability to despawn and respawn things. And not just that, he can also fly and go through objects. So that means that he is a god of some sort, or a demigod. Well, that's the thing. Why would a demigod or normal god in general go to a world with no extra effort? Well, the thing is that when you spawn in, there's really nothing to do than just walk around, do whatever, and yeah. But in the GMOD maps, which two, the flat one and then the normal one, the normal one looks normal, you know, a little town and stuff. But if you notice something, yeah, the map you are is not big, and I mean not big at all. It's like really tiny, and not just that. Also seems to be that it seems you must be floating on some random island, of some sort. And not just that, and also in each map, which there's only two by official by Garry's Mod, which there's these little rooms you can find secretly. The first one is underneath the staircase, which where the business tower is, right, where it's behind a brick wall and you get to find a toy. But that's the thing. What is so important about this toy? It's just some toy. Like there's no conspiracy about it or anything. But yeah. And then in the and then the second map, you get to find the same toy again, but behind a brick wall. So what is it about this toy? I mean, we only could see it twice, and you can even spawn it in your spawn menu. But like, what's the point of it? Like, it's just some random toy. But yeah. Oh, and also another thing is that in Garry's Mod, it seems to be that there are some games that are actually connected to this to Garry's Mod. Like for example, like Portal, Rust, Team Fortress. Those three games are the most games that actually relevant Garry's Mod. So let me explain. Team Fortress was the very first ever Steam game that ever released on Steam. And yeah, but the thing is, when you play Garry's Mod, there seems to be a little section where you can actually spawn every single thing from Team Fortress. So it seems to me that Team Fortress and Garry's Mod have a really great relationship of some sort. But not just that, also Portal. Portal doesn't mention anything about Garry's Mod, but it does mention Half-Life 2. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like Garry's Mod, but like objective, where you actually have to do stuff. And yeah, not just that, also the scientist dude, and like G-Man, if you don't know who G-Man is, which I have no idea either. He's some of this business dude you get to see, but yeah. Well, there's a thing. We know that the reason why Half-Life 2 is connected to Portal because it shows an image of the Borealis that actually first appeared in Half-Life 2. So, yeah. So, what about Garry's Mod, huh? I mean, these two games never ever mention anything about Garry's Mod. Or does it? Because the thing is that in Half-Life 2, there's G-Man, and then you get to play as, I actually have no idea who you play as, because I never played the game, but I actually did saw a lot of things about it, where you kill some stuff. Yeah, I know, I totally played the game too. Anyways, let's stop with the jokes and actually be serious for once. So, I know what you're probably thinking is, who are you playing as? Well, that's really hard to think. No, not really, what? The thing is, it's really complicated and hard because the thing is, your character can transform to whoever you want, which makes it a bit harder, but I probably can guess who it is. It's, ladies and drumroll please, G-Man. I think it's G-Man. I'm not sure that's 100% correctly, but that's my guess. If you don't know who G-Man is, he first appeared in Half-Life 2, but that's the thing. Who is G-Man? Well, G-Man is basically a business dude. Yeah. Well, there are some things about him. Yeah. If you look at him, he wears a blue suit. He has a black briefcase. And he kind of has that white, pale face, and he looks really old with black hair. Because he seems to be some of business person of some sort, but why is his face super old and wrinkly? Well, he can just be old. Yeah. And also, I know you're probably thinking, wait a minute. If you play Garry's Mod, why do you have the physics gun? Because in any other games, it never mentions anything about the physics gun. Well, yeah. There's also the gravity gun, which I know in Portal there's no such thing as a gravity gun or the physics gun. If you don't know what these two are like the most popular thing in Garry's mod, because the physics gun allows you to pick up any object. Yeah, and allows you to rotate, spin them around. You can use it to fly stuff. Yeah, you know, the usual. But the gravity gun doesn't allow you to lift stuff. I mean, it does, but it's the gravity gun allows you to apparently the gun shoots gravity that can, I don't know, do some stuff. Yeah. But anyways, the point I'm trying to get to is that all of these games have a connection of some sort. And yeah. And the thing is that Garry's Mod first came out in 2006. And the other games came out, I don't know when, because the thing is that when I made this video, I completely forgot to, Google research and stuff. And yeah, because I forget. Yeah, you know me, because I have a bad memory and I can't freaking listen that much. But anyways, I know you're probably thinking, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute, what's your theory even, what are you even talking about your theory? Like, what's your theory even about? Well, if you don't know, I think my theory is like oh, what? Sorry, my brain cells are not working today. Why is my brain cell not working today? Okay. Enough of the jokes. Okay, listen up. I think Garry's Mod is a cult. Yeah, I think Garry's Mod is a cult. Why do I think of this? Well, because yeah. Well, there's a thing why. Because if you play Garry's Mod, you know the usual. But the thing is that Garry's Mod, there's only map. There's the normal 2 maps you get for Garry's Mod, and then there's the Team Fortress maps. But if you go to the Steam community and then you download some stuff, you can actually get maps from there. But if you don't know, it seems that each map has some creepiness to it. But the thing is that Garry's Mod is really popular with the finance station because of the spring locks. So how do you think that's why it's a cult? Well, because there's a lot of religious and spiritual things, because there are some really popular maps that just have some creepiness to it. Like for example, that one map, I can't remember what it's called. But the map has like a little, but like, what? If you don't know, that one map has a lot of destroyed, broken down, ruined stuff. Where when you first spawn, you spawn in the middle of the road. Wow, how convenient. But then when you start walking forward, everything's foggy, some have fire, some of the buildings are ruined, there's some things that say something about God is dead. Yeah, or God isn't real. But it does mention like a ruined, destroyed thing. It seems like Gary's what I'm trying to get the point is that there are a lot, and I mean a lot. And I mean there are a lot of maps that mention creepy and distorted stuff. Because if you don't know, when Gary Vaughn first showed up, because apparently, if you go watch that one dude's video, I can't remember, but it says like the top of the iceberg or something. It does mention that there's some things that you can still do in Gary's Mod. Like for example, there's like these creepy, distorted things that happen, like creepy creatures, or like one time there's like a creepy creature on top of a building. You can like if you get too close or look at it, or if you try to get close to it, it just disappears and goes onto a different building. Yeah, but I know you're probably thinking, wait a minute, how would it be? Okay, because you said it would be a cult, right? And I'm like, yeah. Well, what about it? Well, the thing is, you didn't mention anything about cult or anything religious and stuff. All you said was about creepy creatures and stuff. Yeah, how does that make it a cult? Well, there's a thing, however. Because there are a lot of creepy stuff images and yeah, but there are some rooms and some, well, not rooms because, well, for you to know this, you have to go to the Steam community and yeah. But I know you're probably thinking, what's that got to do with the Steam community? And so what? What about, how is it a cult? Because, like, it's just, how? Well, there are a lot of maps, but the thing is that Garry's Mod is known for blood and gore. Because if you don't know, if you haven't been paying attention to Gary's Mod that lately, you have seen a lot of, like, basically there are some maps that you can just straight up. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah. Well, the thing is that it is a cult, but the problem is that my memory sucks and I can't remember. And also, too, I probably should have thought about this through. So if I also know you're thinking, wait, I thought this was the final video. Like, shut up. Okay, it's my video. I can do whatever I want. But anyways, yeah. Alright, guys. So I guess that'll be part 1. I'm sorry I couldn't do more. Alright, guys, in the next video, I might explain more, but the problem is I can only record a certain limit. So in the next video, I'm gonna explain more why it's a cult and stuff. And this time, I actually might do some actual research than just forgetting a lot. So that'll be it. So, bye.